Right, welcome back, guys. Today, Ipswich Town take on Sunderland here at the Stadium and Light. It's the first time here for me today. Let's see if Ipswich Town can get a win. Come on. Right, welcome back to Ipswich Fanzone. Today, Ipswich Town take on Sunderland here at the Stadium of Light. It's a real good opportunity for Ipswich Town to get some points on the boards after what has been a desperate week, losing to both Rotherham and Peterborough. We tried to speak to the fans this week and get some of the ideas about what's gone wrong and what we can do today. We've spoken to Sunderland and Ipswich fans alike. Let's see what they've got to say. Well, yes, I'm here with Matt and Wendy. Guys, Sunderland fans, obviously, as you can see. We've come up here and made the long trip, but what are you expecting today, firstly?
Just a decent performance. I think they're back in home soil.
Yeah.
They got hammered last week. I think they've got a bit of making up to do. So yeah, I think it's the top of the table kind of clash.
Kind of thing, yeah.
And I think it should be a decent game.
Yeah, would you agree? Slow start to the season, but you come on a bit more recently.
Very.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, much better now. Playing a bit
Home
better.
form is brilliant, isn't it?
Patchy, I would say. But I mean, because I'm not local, we're not local,
Yeah.
but are Sunderland fans, and I would say that the locals are impatient, and they wanted Parkinson's head at Christmas. I was here for that. It was poor.
Yeah.
But it'd only been here 6 weeks, and it takes 6-8 weeks minimum.
Just one manager of the month, didn't he? Did I say that?
Got manager of the month. That's generally the kiss of death, isn't
Yeah.
it? So you'll be laughing.
Might get a win today then, finally. What are you expecting then? Final scores?
They haven't conceded much recently, so I think Flanagan will be back in today, and Laffett will be starting up front, I think, instead of Wyke.
Yeah.
So I'd take a 1-0.
1-0?
I'd take a 1-0. I don't think there'll be loads in it.
No.
I'll take
what are you
one.
going for?
Well, I have to go with him. 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
I'll take a 1-0.
Take a 1-0. All right, good luck. Have a good one today.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Cheers.
and take
Nice
care.
to see you.
And you. Cheers, Wendy. Right, yes, I'm here with Ryan and Colin. Boys, long trip up. Did you make it up today, or?
Coach today, didn't we?
Yeah, they've come
What was that like then?
long, but it was had a couple of stops, so it was good.
And hopefully worth it in the end. But it's been a testing week really to be an Ipswich Town fan. It's been a bit quiet as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, very, very. With good reason also, though. Like I say, the Peterborough game was unacceptable, wasn't it? So, back.
We expect more, don't we, as Town fans?
Yeah,
We
we got two this game today and Tuesday night's game. I think anything but at least 4 points, and I think top two's definitely gone.
Do you think we're still in with a chance of getting top two? I know you say it's definitely gone, but do you think we're still there and thereabouts?
Results, I think today and Tuesday. I think we can, but if we don't, then I think playoffs are best. Yeah.
Ryan, what are you going for today then, mate? Do you think we can get a result?
I say 2-1 Town. 2-1 Town. Yeah.
All right. Nice and snappy. What are you going for, Colin?
I'm going 2-0 Town. I think we haven't beat a top 8 side yet, and I think this could be the one. I think it's
Fingers crossed, boys. Fingers crossed. Cheers for that. Right, yes, I'm here with James and Leone. I say this to everyone, long trip up, but what are we expecting today? Let's start with you, Leone.
Oh, I mean, a draw at the very least, but hopefully a win. Last week's done for me much confidence, but hopefully we'll get something out of it.
I think it's sucked the soul out of everyone, wouldn't you agree, James?
Yeah, last week was a real shock. It was almost like losing to Norwich. It felt that bad. Losing to Peterborough, there was so many behind us, and all shouting easy, and it was awful. Awful.
To be honest, it was easy, wasn't it? It was an easy game.
Yeah, they blew us aside. Their three up front, was it Tony, Dembele and Smudix?
Yeah.
Awesome. Where'd that Dembele come from? He's an awesome player.
Peterborough always seem to get players out of thin air. They just pluck them out of thin air, and they always produce. Why can't Ipswich Town do that at the moment? We've got nothing. I mean, we don't seem to be scoring goals. We don't seem to be beating anyone. Can't beat a top 10 side. We've got no chance today, have we, Leone?
I mean, I'm all about the positive attitude, so you have to be, because if you're just negative all the time, then you get negativity. But surely, like, something's got to happen. I mean, at least he's got the sense to have dropped Norris finally after 10 games. But I mean, obviously Keane's the iffy one now, isn't he? Because you know, it's Norwood and Jackson that should be up front. They're the threat. So,
what do you make of that, James?
Yeah, I'm gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked that he's put Norwood in. He's done what we wanted. Put Norwood in from the start, Holy in from the start. Then he goes and takes bloody Jackson out. Individually, Jackson is good, and his pace creates problems for people. But him on his own, or Norwood on his own, doesn't work. Put them together, and they're an awesome partnership. Yeah. And that's the only way it works. That's how we score goals, with them two playing together. Individually, it doesn't work. And well, it won't work today until about the 85th minute when he brings Jackson on.
Well, to be honest, if we look at the changes, it means that we're not changing our formation. So it means that we're going to keep the same formation, which doesn't seem to be working at the moment. So, anything but a battering today would be a decent result, I would say. But what are you going for then, final scores?
2-1 Ipswich.
2-1 Ipswich. Go on, mate.
As an Ipswich fan, I hope we win. I would go 2-1, but that's wishful thinking, I think.
We'll leave it there. Cheers for that.
Okay, thanks.
Right, yes, I'm here with Kevin. Kevin, you've got an interesting story to tell us, haven't you, about your father?
Yep, no problem. In 1937, my dad turned professional as a boxer.
Yeah.
I think he was 19 at the time. And the next year, the manager of Sunderland, Johnny Cochran, signed him to play professional football for Sunderland. He later went on in 1938. He never had nothing to do with the 37 Cup winning team. No. But he went on to play football in 38, and he later signed for Ipswich Town. Yeah. And he was the first professional footballer to sign for Ipswich when I believe there were smaller leagues then. Yeah, at the time when they turned professional, and I think it was £800 or something like that. I couldn't put my finger on it, but you know. And he was very fond of Ipswich as a team, and he's got fond memories, a single lad obviously, down in Ipswich, but he loved it, he really loved it. I've had a few ties with Ipswich. There's a friend of mine, Craig Pearson, he played for a few years ago, very good. But Ipswich Town always a soft spot, and I always look for them. I can't always get to the Ipswich Sunderland games, but when I can, I come over, because they used to do a thing in the Sunderland programme of people who played for both teams, and he was always in that. You know. But
it's so interesting. You don't often hear stories like that. It's really interesting. But in terms of today, mate, what are you expecting from Sunderland?
Sunderland's all over the place at the moment. They're absolutely all over the place. I'll not say I get it on telly, but I usually watch up till half time and then turn it off.
Oh, really?
But seriously, he's putting the two lads up front today. I think it's Lafferty and Craig. And if he plays two lads up front here, I think that can cause a bit of problem. But I even have a soft spot for Ipswich myself. I always look to see how they're doing and everything. But you've got a strange season, haven't you? Up and down, really up and down. Yeah,
we're not enjoying ourselves at the moment. I would say we're not performed in games, and we're really struggling to get points, especially against teams in the top 10. And we are looking for a result today, but I can't really see it personally myself. But what would you go for if you were going to say scoreline?
Well, obviously I'd like 3 points, but I wouldn't put my finger on a score.
No.
But you look at other teams, there's no great team in that league. No great team. It's crazy, and the thing that frightens me is the top half of the championship is like the bottom half of the Premiership. It's a hell of a league to go into, the championship. From a football point of view. But I just think, I just hope we get 3 points. It's as simple as that. But you're looking at Peterborough start banging goals in, Portsmouth start picking points up. They literally destroyed us last week. They made us look like a bottom of the league side. But hopefully everything comes right, and I hope it comes right for Ipswich as well. Yeah, definitely.
Well, have a good game, mate, and cheers for that, all right? And you. Right then, Mark, to cap off what's been a testing week, we come up to Sunderland, and we need to get a result. We need to be a top 10 side, don't we?
We do, definitely do. No better place to do it, arguably the biggest side in this division. And, you know, it's been a long trek for many fans who are up here. You know, the 3 points would be worth it. It would be great if we could get a win here today.
Yeah. Surprisingly windy up here in the heavens, but I didn't expect it to be that windy.
All the northern stewards have always been saying, we're just southern softies around here, so but no, it is bloody cold, absolutely freezing. Testing conditions for the boys as well. Yeah, surprising.
We're used to Felixstowe Beach, not the Northern Shields or South Shields, whatever they call it now.
I know.
What are we expecting from the squad today, mate?
expect changes. Probably expect changes to the system as well. Whether Lambert will stick to his guns with what he's been playing, or maybe he'll rip the rule book up and Christ knows what we'll get. But I'm hoping we stick with the same system and maybe just see a few faces come in. Obviously, there's going to be a few enforced. Edwards is out with suspension. There's a few injuries that's been picked up, Garbutt being a notable one. So there will be some changes, but hopefully it's the same system.
All right, then, should we have a look at the squad then, mate? Thanks to everyone for their match predictions. As always, let's try and get a win today, hopefully, and try and get a correct scoreline, because whatever happens every week, I don't think we seem to get a correct scoreline. So, Mark, what's the squad, mate?
So in goal, we have the reigning, defending, returning Thomas Holy, number 1. Back 5 of Genoa Donatian, Luke Chambers, James Wilson, Luke Wolfenden and Miles Kenlock. Centre mid pairing of Cole Scouse and Flynn Downs. Number 10 is John Nolan, and then up front we've got Will Keane and James Norwood, with subs Will Norris, Josh Earl, Kane Jackson, Alan Judge, Freddie Sears, Andre Dazelle and Emir Hughes.
So a number of forced changes through injury and suspension, like you say, but I would say a key one is number 10 role. John Nolan's come in, forced out Alan Judge. Teddy Bishop is obviously injured at the moment. What could John Nolan bring that Alan Judge can't?
A little bit more tenacity. I think he's more of a... Judge is very much, in terms of his position, he's a little bit ill-disciplined, but that does help us a little while. You know, he will move around to sort of find the free space and actually connect play out. But John Nolan to work hard, work back. You know, it'll be a tough game today. Sunderland on a very physical side, they work hard. Maybe we need that extra body in there who can maybe win a few tackles. Another big change, obviously, is Thomas Holy. I'm sure you'll go on to, but it's great to see Holy back in. Norris, although he's had a good month, some mistakes are irredeemable, and it's good to see our keeper back in goal.
Yeah. What are you going for today then, mate, score-wise?
A narrow 1-0 Town win. I think James Norwood's going to come up with the goods, so yeah, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Come on. Right then, Tom, we are here in sunny Sunderland today. It's actually quite sunny. You know, it's not one of those paraphrases that we're using, but it's cold, it's windy, and allocated seating as well.
You know what, mate? I thought I'd take a turn to the dark side this week and join the allocated seat brigade. I thought it'd be boring to sit here and do nothing other than clap my hands all game. But no, I mean, weather forecasts, bright outside, doesn't look like there's going to be any showers. Very high gusts was making it cold, but oh well, it's February, what do you expect?
I'm hoping for some cloud and a bit, you know, maybe some rain a few goals for us today, do you reckon?
No.
Realistically, mate, what is going on at the moment? We're struggling, aren't we?
I've said it since the start, even from the start of the season, we've never created anything at all. We've never created any chances. I don't want to put a negative spin on it, but people moan at our strikers for not scoring enough goals. They don't get the chances to. There's no creativity there towards the forwards. You can play any of the top strikers in the world up top and they still wouldn't be able to do anything with no service. So there's that as well. But Sunderland are in the same pond as us, aren't they? Struggle to score goals. So yeah, I can't see many goals today, to be fair, for either side. I'm going to say that it's going to be a 4-4 draw, isn't it?
That'll be nice, wouldn't it? Nice and entertaining. But for me, we come up here to Sunderland today, and it's a really good chance to get some points on the table. And the Undertaker has just arrived. Hold on, it's got to come in. Mike, how are you feeling, mate? After a rough one last night.
Yeah, rough.
Rough.
Feel rough.
Is that it?
That's all I've got to say.
Cool, mate. You sound really hoarse there. I'm surprised they let him in.
If you get on the Insta story, you'll know exactly what happened last night.
Don't drink, boys and girls. It's bad for you.
Look what it does to you.
What are we going for then? Final score, boys?
3-0 to them.
Bloody hell. I've set us to win every game this year. I'll be happy at 1-0, so I'm going to go 1-0, yeah.
All right then, let's see.
Welcome back, guys. I'm here with Jack Grady. What do you think of that first half, mate?
Yeah, it's really good, wasn't it? Positive. We're finally playing well. So
We look like we rose to the occasion. You know, it's a big game. You know, we're a big side. Looks like we've stepped up our game after 2 really poor performances.
yeah, I mean, we're actually playing as a team. I mean, Will just said to me, we're being forced to play football because we're not relying on Jackson to make all the runs.
No, true, but there's one key stat. We haven't got a goal yet. We've been a bit wasteful with chances. How do you feel Sunderland will come back into the game in the second half?
I know that Parkinson will give him a right kick up the arse at half time.
They weren't good at all, were they?
No, they weren't. They were dreadful. If they play like that every game, there is no way they're even making the top 6.
No, you know, it's what we've been saying. These sides are so inconsistent, you know, and we're just the same as them. We've just got to start taking our chances. So, what do you think the full-time score is going to be then, mate?
I'm going to go 1-0 Town.
1-0 Town. Come on.
Right then, boys. Sadly, another defeat tonight, 1-0 loss to Sunderland. And, you know, we're back in Newcastle now. We just got back to Newcastle Central Station. Had a bit of time to think about it. Where are the problems, boys? Where are they starting and how can we sort them? Start with you, Whitby.
We never look like scoring goals. Today, obviously, before the game I talked about us not creating anything. Yeah. We had enough chances today to win the game, I felt. I mean, it's as clear as day. When you have an indirect free kick right in front of goal and you can't hit the target, it says that 2 shots on target. We had 14 shots, didn't we? 2 shots on target. It's not good enough. No. I mean, we're not clinical at all. The game definitely changed when Norwood came off, I felt. He's the only player who could hold the ball up top, and when Keane and Jackson came on, they struggled to keep the ball there, and obviously it just kept coming back at us all the time, and obviously the inevitable happened in the second half.
Well, it's fair to say that we can absolutely controlled the first half, and Sunderland were finding it hard to break us down. Come out second half, completely different side, didn't we, Matt?
It's Groundhog Day almost every Saturday, it seems. This happens all the time. We've been lucky enough in other games where this has happened. We've actually scored when we've been playing well and managed to hold on to the game. I can think of many on this hand. MK Dons, Fleetwood, Coventry away. There's so many games that I can just reel off where I could think we're so good in the first half and so poor in the second. And ultimately Sunderland are the side who, they're opportunists. You can't give them an opportunity to score because they're more than likely to do it. They deserved it. They hit the post, they hit the bar. Whereas our chances were more probably half chances. We don't rarely test
3 occasions, I would say. And I think the problem is, boys, it's our love affair with Will Keane at the moment. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's.
You don't want to talk about Will Keane.
No,
What do you want to talk about? Go on, then.
It's the first half, right? Quality football. First half, that's when we've got to win the game because we have one good half every game. It's great. It's Groundhog Day, like what's been said. A team works us out, then we've got no plan B, and then it goes to shit like today and lose.
Is that the only swearing you're doing?
Look, what pisses me off is that we stood here all season, right, and we talk about this football club, and we still can't play 90 minutes of football, can we?
It's like everyone said, we changed so much over half time. We go from one half we can absolutely dominate teams, and then the second half we just don't look like we're there. It looks like a B team playing. Yeah. But like everyone said, that every other team in this league will take the odd chance that you drop it to them. Maguire picked it up the edge of the box, just buried the bottom corner. There are a few times we were kind of around the edge of their box and we're passing it about, and only a couple of times, Nolan namely, a couple of.
If you want to say something, come over. Andy, mate, what did you make of that?
Don't know. I think we need some big change now. All season we haven't played 90 minutes. We had our chances, but we just don't look like a club that can go and score at the moment. First 10-15 games we looked good, but since then it's been all downhill. And
deep down, there's always been problems, though. You can kind of see it, can't you?
Yeah, because even when we were top for the first 10-15 games, we weren't playing well, and we probably deserve to be where we are now, because we've been saying all season how are we still up there, and now we've dropped down.
I don't think we can go any further, boys. No, we don't score. We're not very good in front of goal. That's my opinion. But we've got AFC Wimbledon on Tuesday, mate. Do you think we can go there and get a win?
Yes, it's one of our winnable games.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think there's about 9 or 10 winnable games there out of the remaining 14. Now it's obviously down to the rest of the teams around us whether they carry on pushing to where we're going to finish, I think. Because, we could be. I think we're going to be in the playoffs. But
we can't. No, we can't.
We're only 5 points from second. And like I say, we've got 9, possibly 10 out of our remaining 14 games.
Look, the only thing
are winnable.
Yeah, they are winnable. That's the only thing I can take from this run of games. No, we haven't. So they're not winnable games? Yeah, absolutely right.
They're not in the top 8.
Yeah, we haven't beaten anyone.
So we can't beat anyone in the top 8, but
thankfully all of those games are out of the way now, and all those games are out of the way. Maybe we can get some momentum. Finish in the playoffs or in the automatics, right? If we do finish in the playoffs, maybe a good run of form between now and the end of the season might give us a bit of the push that we need to go a bit further. But to me, we're not ready to go up. We're not ready to go up. And to be honest, if we stay down one more season, we're ruined. Our club is ruined. Absolutely ruined.
If we go up, we're just going to have what we had last season, just keep losing and losing. It's just depressing to go to. You got to think and yes, you say if we go down, we end up staying down. But there's that thought of, do you want to go up and lose every game, or do you rather stay down but actually have a chance of winning some games?
Well, go for it.
Where's the pub? See you later.
All right. Right, yeah. Right, everyone's going. But we've got to look forward to Tuesday now. AFC Wimbledon away. Until then, come on you Blues.